pisses me off. What was all that about, mate?
Okay, so far,
Let's go back to... So we come up with that drum beat, right? And then, so you added this bass here, right?
The bass was an 808 lower depth. Because as I said, I'm starting to put some characteristics towards the foundation, the road, the concrete, the pathway. So in order to do such things, as I said, we built the drums, we took the metronome out, so that was the basic. So what else would you hear in drum and bass? Drum and bass. So you want some bass in there. So what I done now is added just a one simple sub with an end that drops, because it's just what you've got in your packages, and just applied it to it, so it gives a bit of a body towards the drum pattern.
What I don't understand is how you added the bass and the sub, and it just still worked. Like,
yeah,
because a lot of the time, if I added a space and a sub, it would be muddy early, and I wouldn't be able to discern.
Right.
But
space is when you've got something playing dominance, i.e. the first sound, the first bass that I put down would place at the first on the kick. So the first kick was boof. The bass was doom.
Yeah.
Nothing else until that bass is finished. You're gonna add. Do you understand? Because the first initial drop was on the kick. You've got another kick that comes in that separates that first thought, which is doom.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you stick to the first sound you hear, you're gone in a trance. You need to be broken out of a trance. So you put something else to break you out of trance. So it's a process. It's like a journey. So he's broken you from the bass cut to a kick, to another bass kick. So now I'm taking you to expectancies. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
It's the loops.
Yeah.
You're waiting for that next one.
So is that going back to musical theory, or is that?
No,
is that something you feel?
I feel.
Yeah.
I feel, because we live by repetitiveness. In order to make things work for you, you need to see it either work or seeing somebody put it into practice, and then you follow it. Something new comes, you apply that to it, then you get better and better and better and better. So that's what this is doing. This is just enabling you. So the second bass that I put in was to give you a movement.
Let's hear this again though, because this is so sick. Starting off with that.
Yeah. Open up the loop. So I'm going to start loop, carrying over the loops. Just copying, just duplicating really. So now I think I've got like a 16 bar now, right? You've got so much play time. That's 32 bars. Your intro, right? And now you go for melodies or adventure stuff from here. So it's not going to sound repetitive.
Yeah. We're in the massive bit.
I'm going to put that in as a melody. Sounds like some Nintendo Mario Brother thing. Right,
that's it.
So, quantizing. See, this is the thing when you're doing this quantizing thing. It's so hard for me to describe or explain quantizing. I mean, 1 to 8 gives you the sturdiness. 1 to 16 gives you flexibility, but not breaking rules. 132, it gives you flexibility, but starts to want to break rules.
Yeah.
164
is just a rule breaker.
It's slightly a rule breaker, but holds a bit of law.
Really?
It holds some.
Because I've never gone really past 116.
Yeah. See, 132 to a timing kind of gives you. See, it's really hard for me to explain this one because nobody never taught me this. All of this is self-taught, just by me just learning. How did I learn? Okay, my mistake was things are too loud. I gotta give myself headroom by pulling my velocities down. This kick didn't sound right. It doesn't sound like what I heard. How do I make it more effective? And you hear things. As I said, it's more important that you hear things.
I think there's an interesting tip there. You said to give yourself more headroom, you took your velocities down, but when you say that, do you mean the velocity in the MIDI note, or do you mean the volume?
The velocity in the MIDI note
Gave you more headroom in your overall mix.
It gives you headroom. What we fail to do is that once we put down our initial idea, we leave it. And there's important monitors and levelers that you have in your stuff where you see if it's clipping. If it's clipping, it means it's too loud. It's going to sound disgusting in your speakers. You're not going to be happy. You're going to feel to yourself that you've not found that sound, but that is the sound. But it's not what you want it to sound. So turn it down. When you're listening to any music on any device via your phone, earplugs, unless you've got amplified headphones or good professional headphones, you're not going to get that clarity that you think you're going to get unless you EQ yourself or mix to get that clarity that you can hear it cleanly on your phone or personal devices. So for example, your song hits the charts, people's not allowed to have big devices like big studio speakers in their workplace. They have to either use hand devices. You'd want your material to be heard cleanly through a hand device, which is quite a sellable thing then, because then everybody can download your stuff and play it off your phone, and it sounds clean.
So so you make sure that you got nominal levels to make sure that's a clean level. What dB?
It's very important.
What dB would you put it at? Do you recommend to the people out there, what dB do you recommend they should always level at?
dB is just some different language, Google language. I just know that there's levels on. I don't know, but nothing about numbers. I just know that if anything's in the red, it's too loud. If it's in the yellow, it's good-ish, but you want to take it just out of the yellowish, halfway in the yellow, and keep it in the green.
But how can you keep it down, but also remain the quality of the sound that you have?
Remember, when you're turning things down, it doesn't mean you're losing, because your first step is to build and create. Your second step in thinking is to mix it down. Your third step is to master it and then push it. So if you've got everything at top end, you can't mix it because it's too loud. You can't send it off to be mastered because they'll turn around and say, what is this? So you have to make everything hearable. Every sound and every noise that you hear in your tune should be heard. Every effect that you put or everything that you put in your song should be heard cleanly. If it's in the background, then put it in the background and make sure it's been known that it's been put in the background. If it's at the front foot, then make it dominant. So it means taking your time in your leveling. I'm not great to that extent of saying that I know the decibels. There's people out there, that's their job. They know how to mix. They'll say, yeah, that's it. Here you go. Providing that I've given you space to work.
No, but I think your methodology that you've given us well is really good because it's like...
it helps. It helps you wasting money. I mean, it's most important. This day and age now, everybody runs by money. So if you've got a lot of money to spend, then say, there's no point you listening to me. But if you ain't got that much money, then try and reduce some stuff. Like, make things work for yourself. But before giving this thing off to a mix, then pull your levels down so that they can apply their stuff to turn you up or level you down. And then when the masterer puts his stuff on, because that's what he is, he puts his stuff onto it to clean it to broadcasting level. And he's got to have enough room to work. So if you give room for the two people in front after, then your stuff should come out a lot more cleaner than what you think initially by just turning down your gains.
Yeah.
You know, so all right, well, let's get onto this thing.
Yes.
How do we set? See, that tempo's 116. It's stiff. It's stiff, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try some other one, like a swing. to that.
I got you.
But
I know
it's
what you
too
mean, I know what you
stiff.
mean.
This
I know
one
what you
sounds
mean.
like his shoes is squeezing him or something. Nope.
I see what you mean though. I know where you went.
Yeah.
with it.
What is going on? Let's try a 12. A 12 is like it's triplets. I don't know if it works.
Kind of.
Almost. So we'll try 24. There it is.
It's there.
So then I'll put that over here.
Can you add a little bit of Q swing to it?
Q swing. Which is this one now? Q swing. What's Q swing?
Does it just because it will just pull it off, maybe bring it down?
This one?
Actually, yeah. Did you want it off? Did you want it off or on?
Alright, sounds alright to me. All I'll do, I'll just turn it down. I'm gonna keep it live just for a minute. Because normally what I do, I hear it, I said, alright, what would I do? I want it to sound out in the background.
Mm.
So I put a reverb on it.
Yeah.
It's like just applying what I think. But then I can't give that advice to a beginner. Because you'll ask me, what's a reverb?
Yeah. Or
This is like,
they don't necessarily know what they
don't,
want.
you're just hearing something but not understanding the quality that comes with it.
Mm.
So anything that sounds solid would just end once you heard that initial attack on it.
Yeah.
Like slap. There's no slap.
Yeah.
Slap. It just ends. So you put a reverb on it,
Mm.
you're hearing slap. A delay would be slap
Yeah.
because it's delaying.
Yeah.
Do you know? So this, I'd want it to stand out a bit more, to sound more gameish.
And so what other effects did you say you've got? You've got reverb, delay, and there was another on. Like, what about chorus as well? Do they stuff like that?
Chorus, it depends on what you want as a sound.
Mm.
I wouldn't put a chorus on this because to me it's already digital-ish.
Mm-hmm.
All I want to do is just ambient it off, which
Okay.
ambient means give it an overall roomy, atmospheric feel to it.
Yeah.
So I'd apply
Again, bringing it
a
back to
reverb.
how important it is to create that sort of space, like what you were saying before.
Yeah, it just creates life. It's not just a poster in your face that's stuck to the wall.
Mm.
It's got a picture to it.
Yeah,
so the
yeah,
picture's
yeah,
got
yeah.
a picture in a picture.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you're trying to create that atmosphere where
That's a beautiful saying. Like, you're making a picture within a picture within a picture. when
yeah,
you're making
it's
music.
dimensional. So it's not just a
Dimensional.
two-mind. You want it to be very open. The drum and bass is very creative. It has a load of different sounds and noises, and it just takes you different places. Which, that's what the whole theory of it is. It's meant to carry you somewhere.
Mm.
Music in general is meant to carry you somewhere. So your creative noise, even if the sound of shutting a bathroom door, you can put that in there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just how you apply it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The bathroom door being shut in your song. Leave the window open and just have an ambient of outside. And you can apply that by just
absolutely.
turning up certain things. Like a car driving past, you can put that as a snare.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
as a kick. Embedded with the kick.
Yeah, yeah.
So now you've given yourself a signature with that kick in the car
Yeah,
driving
yeah,
past.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's all these different creativities. They may think you're nuts and loopy, but I've never known one sane artist.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think Picasso was